Hello? Is there anybody out there in the chat other than me? I typed in it. Hello, I'm switching the feed. Ow, 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 ow. Hello, it's me, the funny plushie. I'm gonna play a video game. Ow. For some reason that hurt my throat. Hello, I have a tummy ache. I have a little bit of a tummy ache, so we're gonna just see how this goes today. Friends, enemies, past romantic partners and future nemesis, welcome to the long haul. It's a celebration of simulation. I guess there's some kind of holiday going on right before Hanukkah this year. So we're gonna do there's a little special power wash simulator for whatever that is. Probably something obscure. I've never heard of it. Park Warden. Dirt Finder, is there any force in the universe more destructive than the youth? Our festival ice rink is due to reopen next weekend, and its current state is unlikely to attract anyone beyond the most degenerate of the species. Jesus Christ, you can't say that. Jesus. Yeah, me too. How you doing, Willow? Are you doing well, other than tummy ache? Tummy ache is bad. Also, I'm probably going to be muting a lot today because I've got bad sniffles. Like that. Anyway, you can't say that, Park Warden. Like, I know you're a fucking cop, but like, come on, man. Since we lost its tarpaulin covering to the high winds of spring, the local flotsam and jetsam have seen fit to recreate the arena in their own image. It's also been exposed to the elements these past few months, so that too is fed into its current plight. Certainly, sitting next to our newly opened winter market, it offers bleak relief. Huh. Well, that's fine. That's fine, but like, why do you gotta say any of that like that? Park ranger, park warden. Oh God, something is wrong. Um, Something that y'all can't see is wrong. There we go, fixed it. Tummy ache and bad nightmare. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope Funny Plushie can help you find a little bit of relief from nightmare feelings. Oh, I forgot to check if there's anything, because I think they usually give you, like, yeah, funny clothes for the different holidays. So we'll wear those. Is there a jumpsuit too, or is it just gloves? I guess I forgot to get those ones as well. Okay, cool. Let's get those equipped. There we are. And what are we thinking on a... Oh, there's a... Yeah, right. Gotta grab that too. Funny plushie is always nice. I do my best. I do what I can. Inventory. Change that to winter 2024. Now we're good. Check this out. Now we're all Christmased up. I've learned in the last 5 minutes that the holiday in question is called Christmas. By the way. Dirt Finder, I cannot even begin to imagine the extent of... Oh my God, shut the fuck up. I hate this person. Dude. I'm not even interested in reading the text this person is sending. They're awful. You seen what they've done to that poor polar bear? Yeah, how's the polar bear doing? Oh, it's got a funny face on it. Oh, so morally degenerate. Ugh. Stop fucking messaging me, cop. You hired a power washer. Why are you fucking spouting your political opinions about the youth at me? You piece of shit. Sorry. I'm probably more mad at that than is reasonable. The idea of talking to a person like that during the holidays just set me off. Love these little penguin guys, though. These are really cute. Well, have you been up to anything interesting, Willow? Or anyone else who happens to be in the chat? Always love to hear about how people's weeks and stuff are going, and I have been out the last couple of weeks, I think. I don't know how many weeks. It might have just been one. I don't remember. I, personally, have been doing a little bit of soul searching, I guess you would call it. There we go. Okay. So I feel like the trident is probably not the most effective for this, but I'm going to give it a shot. Oh, there's a gnome. Oh, that's cute. Can I think there is a zoom, but I don't remember what the button is. No, I guess I don't. I guess I can't look closer at that. Yeah, I've been thinking more about certain things about myself, and that's been nice. Oh, Christmas party. Was it a good Christmas party, at least? Nice. I'm glad to hear it. That's always good. I know sometimes that kind of thing can be a little miserable depending on, you know, who it is and stuff. I've had my fair share of miserable Christmas parties. Like that one that I've told the story of a few weeks ago, or like a month or so ago probably, on this very show, where I had to like think I was gonna fucking freeze to death in a car in the middle of the desert. And unless my tummy ache gets bad, for the record, did I find my soul? You know. Do you have me on the fucking TV, Tia? Don't put me on the TV. Don't do this to me. I thought I heard you say something, but I think it was just a sneeze. I don't know, I found... You're the only one here. I know, it's just weird. It's just weird. No, like I've been thinking more about identity and like I don't know. I haven't been talking about this in places that people can see it, and the fact that Tia's here now makes me feel weird about it because I'm realizing I haven't talked to her about it at all. The crafting group for... Oh, yeah. No, that crafting group sounds cool. You told me about them. They seem neat. I'm on your TV too? Oh, God. I have a TV show. I have a fucking TV... I have a television show now. I mean, Cable 2 is a television network, so it makes sense. You know. It feels lower stakes when it's on a smaller screen, as you know. Anyway, yeah, no, I mean, all I was gonna say is I've been thinking more about, like, the objectness of, the way I identify myself, and, like, the way that I talk about myself. Like, the thing about the way that I talk about myself is that, like, it's hard to do, honestly. It's, like, just genuinely difficult to get myself to do over anything voice-related, but, like, I often, more often than not at this point, am talking about myself in the third person, which Tia and Willow both know, obviously. You both know this. I'm a TV star. Wow. It was that easy. And I've sort of been, like, thinking about that kind of thing, and, like, a bit about, like, the intersection, and I talked about this on Blue Sky a little, actually, like, sort of the intersection between, you know, like, quote-unquote sexuality. I see Parky's got you cleaning up the ice rink. Are we going to talk about how awful this park ranger is? Please, put him on blast. And, like, yeah, like, kind of the way that those things interact, and, like, I don't know, I just think it's interesting. I think he'd happily flush us all away, too, given the chance. I can't wait for the end of this storyline it's giving me here to be the park ranger having a change of heart because it's Christmas. Oh yeah, I know park rangers are cops, don't worry. Park rangers are some of the nicest cops that I've met, but they're still cops. So yeah, like, I don't know, like, I guess I don't have, like, too much specific to say that I could say out loud, but, like, I don't know, I've been thinking about myself in the third person more, and I think that's sort of an interesting thing, and it's a thing that people would see as, like, you know, degrading. Like, you know, and people have talked, like, a lot of words have been written on the idea of people thinking it's degrading to call someone by its pronouns unless it has specifically, or even if it has specifically said that that's how it wants to be referred to. There's been a lot of pontificating on the idea of that, and how, like, well, I don't want to disrespect you, but no, what I'm asking for you is to respect me, kind of thing, you know. It's weird, and I've been thinking about that and whatnot, and, like, I've kind of landed on that I just sort of don't care what people think. If speaking about myself in the third person and calling myself it is, like, the thing that works for me, then I just don't care what other people are gonna say about that. And I know that's not exactly, like, revolutionary coming from me. Like, I've always been like, whatever, I'll do what I want regardless of what people think. But, like, this is a more sensitive issue, you know? Like, it's closer to, it's closer to the heart of things than I feel like, you know, asserting your own pronouns and identity is, when it's like a complete shift in how you think and speak about yourself. And, you know, if people see that as degrading, then that's their fucking problem. I don't know, that's kind of where I've landed. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I have much more to say on it than that right now, but, like, I don't know, I've just been thinking about it a lot, and, you know, hey, if fucking, it's very hard to do out loud. I tried. It's very hard to do while speaking. It's really easy to do over text. It's so easy to fall into over text, but as soon as I start talking, it's hard. I don't even remember what I was saying because I got so flustered trying to do it out loud. Decorate the fin doorways in the campaign to look like this thing. The fin doorways in the... I'm trying to work out what that sentence means. I'm sorry, I can't figure it out. foxes and the snake. Okay. Let me over the wall, please. Thank you. Where archers? Oh, okay. There were a lot of thoughts I had to put together to land on Wheel of Time. There's so much terminology in Wheel of Time is the thing. But yeah, they should be decorated for the holidays. Obviously. Funny plushie's a funny little guy, if that's how they want it, that's it. Like, but here's the thing, though. If that's how they want it, then that's fine. What if that's how it wants it? Because that's the thing people have a problem with, right? It's the it thing more than any of the like specifics of it. And like logically, I know like most people that I know are still going to be fine with that. There are several people that I know and am close with who I think are going to struggle really hard with it if I ask them to, and part of my thing as a funny plushie, doll, robot thing, depending on the mood. Like when Parky cleaned up the skate park before the televised state championship. Ah, okay, this is a character from the full campaign, I remember that. No idea what that did to our rep. I don't care. I don't care about your rep. I don't like the story for this one. Oh, there's a gnome right there. I didn't even notice the gnome. Hey, man. How you doing? The Bucketon crew have been rinsing us ever since. What a shame. I thought we were just gonna commiserate about how bad cops are, but now you're talking about how your crew looked bad because I did my job. Oh no! Sorry, gnome. Their problem with it is their problem. Yeah. It's hard though, right? And like if it makes someone uncomfortable, and what I was gonna say, what it was going to say, is that it sort of considers its rinsing power washing slang. I think it's supposed to be like we're cooked. Chat, we're cooked. You can get this applies to so many people. Yeah. What it's getting at though is like one of its things as like with the whole like sort of non-human gender thing that it has going on. Wow. Chat, we're rinsed. Like what are the things that like leads into, I guess. See, it's so hard to keep up. It's so hard to keep up. It's so difficult. Is that like you're immediately sopping wet. Oh yeah. Is the experience of interaction should be as frictionless as possible. That's the best way to phrase it, I think. You know? And if people are more comfortable saying one thing than another, then that should just be, you know, by the standards that I have set for myself over the last, like, couple of years, that should be fine. Whatever they want to say, because it's the least friction possible for them, should be fine. And that's, you know, that's important to the way that I think about myself, you know? Like, making interaction as frictionless as possible is kind of, like, it's part of the whole thing, you know? It's part of the identity. Anyway, I don't know. Like, it's complicated, you know? I don't want to, like, use the long haul as my therapy session or whatever, but, like, it's hard to talk about without it becoming that. You know? Plushies are soft. That's so true. But, like, you know, if this one referring to itself as it's in the third person is uncomfortable for someone, then doesn't that create friction that it doesn't want to create? You know? You see what it's getting at? Oh, it's talking about, like, the identity stuff. You know. Like, the red blush and pronoun. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Yeah, like, the specific part that is sort of making it uncomfortable. It's trying to do it out loud. It's hard to do out loud. It's not even frictionless for me, you know? You know, Gnomesy, the street artist? No. Corrected my parents too much on misgendering. Yeah, but, like, this mural in Buckleton with Parky laughing as you hosed us all down. Shut the fuck up, I don't care. I hate the story of this one. The story of this one is bad. So humiliating. I don't care, man. Where did you get this number? I will shiv, not that one. Someone for he-hemming me if they know me. Yeah. I'll shiv them for you. Yes, that one. Skaters are flotsam and freerunners are jetsam. I don't care, dude. Yes, it's a weird thing to do. Leave me alone. Stop texting me. I'm trying to do my job. The story on this one is just bad. It's making me genuinely uncomfortable. A shiv from Shiv. Yeah. But yeah, like, you know, for you, Willow, like, it's different though, right? Because making the interaction frictionless is like it's an anxiety thing and a social anxiety thing and like a generally social thing overall, but that's not like part of the identity, and that's where the stumbling block is. It's basically Cora. It's basically a talking about how shitty a bunch of teenagers are, and they literally use the word degenerates and like. Oh, these degenerates, like, what does our society come to that the youth are doing spray painting and making the park dirty or whatever? Like, it's... And then the kids are messaging me and saying how shitty it is of me to clean things up. Because that ruins their street cred or whatever. I don't like it. I really don't like it. How am I doing? I am doing good. How are you doing, Cruella19? Nice to see you in here. A new poison. How's everything going? My name's Siobhan. This is The Long Haul, a celebration of simulation. We're talking about identity. That's what we're up to right now. I have had a very nice day, though. Honestly, like, you know, I'm talking about all this stuff that's, like, complicated and sad and weird. But my day has been actually pretty great. I had a nice time. AFK a bit? Good luck, Willow, with whatever's going on. Whoops. grab my little guy here. I'm sorry I knocked him over. I wish there was a way to, like, tilt them back up on purpose to be standing. Maybe if I kind of... It won't let me put it down here. Nope. Well, he'll be comfortable on the bench. He'll be fine. You're actually getting a chance to watch for once. Yeah, that's nice. Like, that's a silver lining to you having to stay home sick. You get to watch my silly little stream. I don't know if you saw me do the catchphrase. He's taking a nap. Yeah, he's relaxing. There's also, for those that weren't here for it, there's a gnome constellation. I remember there's a way to zoom in this game, but I don't remember what it is. But yeah, like, I know a lot of people who will put up with, like, misgendering or whatever, you know, and that's fine if that's their prerogative. What? What? Sorry, hang on a second. What? Let me just allow this message that Tia posted and got caught by Automod real quick. Oh, Gnome? Automod, are you good? You good, buddy? I don't know why that happened. But yeah, like people who put up with misgendering and whatever, like, or, you know, being called the wrong thing in any circumstance, it doesn't really have to be a gender thing. It feels... Is gnome a slur? I've never heard it used that way. But, you know, I'm not part of that community or whatever. I don't like calling them communities, because I know most people don't think of themselves as communities in that sense. But, like, I'm not, you know... I don't have that one. I can't really comment on it, so I don't know what does and doesn't, or what is and isn't used that way. Get hit with that Automod a lot and has never been overuse of the word gnome. I wouldn't imagine so. But yeah, like most people's idea there isn't like part of my identity. I'm putting up with this because part of my identity is making interactions with me as frictionless as possible. They're putting up with it because they don't want to deal with the social fallout of correcting people. You know what I mean? So like, if I were to simply declare that I use its pronouns and everything else is incorrect, then that's despite being the thing that I like and want at the moment. It's terrifying. I just had a terrifying thought. What terrifying thought did you have, you fucking cop? Sorry. I need to stop getting mad at the story. You know, it's kind of like if I declare that, like, there's one thing to call me, then that is kind of going against the thing that I consider deeply a part of the way I interact with the world, even though it's what I want. Polar bears and penguins don't coexist in the wild. In fact, we live on opposite ends of the earth. Wow. Cool fun fact, dude. This isn't a very good ice skating rink, by the way. Like, look how small the skating space is. The whole middle is taken up by decorations. And, like, so many people are gonna clip this edge here ice skating and, like, hurt themselves real bad. I didn't even read what the final thing the cop said was. I don't care. Antarctic basically means anti-bear. Huh. So yeah, like, I don't know, I guess I don't have much more to say on it than that, but it just feels weird, you know? It feels weird to think that maybe I should declare a single thing that I like as the correct thing when I would rather will just call me what's comfortable, even if it's a little uncomfortable for me. Do you think this will impact our ratings? I don't care, Park Warden. Currently working on the skate park. Gotcha. The storyline is apparently connected to the skate park based on what the story stuff is saying. I really like the main story mode of this game. I think it's really nice. At this point, I'm just kind of coming back to it to do the holiday ones because we finished this entire game on stream, front to back, in terms of the story stuff. We do still have some of the DLC that we can get through, but playing some of the skate park. Yeah, the skate park was a fun one. I like that one. Lots of little nooks and crannies and stuff. Hey, okay. Got that taken care of. Yeah, I think almost all of the levels in the main story are really good. Just as far as, like, design and escalation of what needs, like, how difficult it is to take care of things is. I think it works really well. It's sort of a nice, relaxing time, and, like, it's not a game that requires constant attention, because, like, this show, Corella, you're new here, so I'll say what I'm up to. This show is about simulation games. It's about playing a thing that is a simulation. Originally, it was all Truck Simulator, and then we started getting into train simulators and stuff, and so, like, those kinds of things take a lot more attention than, you know, this. So this is a nice little chill game to play when I just kind of want to chat and have a nice time. The teeny weeny little parts. Yeah, no, that is bothersome. One thing here, let me give you a tip here. One thing that I didn't know you could do for most of the game is if you go into this menu and you see the things that aren't finished being clean here, if you click on one of them and then back out, it'll highlight that thing, like it'll blink the specific thing that you haven't cleaned yet at you. So if you've cleaned like 2 out of 3 of a certain thing, you can go in and click the button in there and it'll only highlight the one that you haven't finished. So that makes the game a lot easier, and I literally didn't know about it for the entire time I was playing the game, literally until we were doing the last level. Not the last level, like until very, very late though. So I don't know if you knew that already, but it would have been helpful for me to know earlier. You returned with medicine. Good. Gotta take care of yourself. I really like these penguins. They're really cute. I think that's everything over here. what am I missing on here? The anti-bears. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. I get it now. Where are you? Like, it's on this ski slope thing, so it's gotta be in here somewhere. Oh wait, no, now it says it's clean. Wait, is this like 2 parts or something? Okay, I swear it said it was dirty. Whatever. Good enough for me. It was a very funny joke. I agree. I just didn't get it immediately, even though you explained the joke before you made the joke. Here's the thing about me. Is, I, as you know, as you can see from my webcam here, I am a funny little plushie. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little plushie. I don't have brains. It's all fluff up there. Yeah, Cora, for some reason, reading the joke explains the joke. Okay, Professor. For some reason, I thought I saw that the slope part, like this white part here, still had stuff on it. I don't know why I thought that. The bar said it was not done, but I thought it was. That's all. Okay, scarf is good. The hat is not good. Probably the underside. Yeah. A voodoo plush? No, this is just my entire body. I'm sort of a haunted doll situation. Except the thing that's haunting the doll, instead of some kind of malevolent entity or whatever, is just a funny little guy. Guy, girl, thing. Guy in the genderless way. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. I have said that to people when I was working and stuff. When people have asked if I'm like a man or a woman. I have said your guess is as good as mine, and you will not believe the unhappy looks on faces when you say that. If you stab a pin in it, it does make me say ouch. That's true. So it is kind of a voodoo doll in a way. No brains, all fluff? Yeah. Cora knows what it's like to have fluff for brains. Cora has occasionally had fluff for brains. If you move the doll's arm, Shiv's arm will indeed move. Tia, are you about to fucking come in here live on stream? Wait, you can't, I locked the door. It might break the illusion. Doesn't really correlate to the actual lunar calendar at all. Good lord. You're all funnier than me. Isn't the streamer supposed to be the funny one? Why are you all so funny? You know where the key... You do know where the key is. I don't even know why I locked it, to be honest with you. I just did while I was coming in here. This level is going way faster than I expected it to, because the Halloween one took us like 2.5 hours, and this is probably going to be done in less than an hour. So we're going to have to do something else. Maybe we'll hit one of the Back to the Future ones, since we haven't finished those. just a much smaller level than the Halloween one for this year was. Actually, there is the Christmas one from last year. I haven't done the Christmas one from last year. I downloaded it, but I never actually did it. The power of wash is curious. Good lord. I don't have an easy way to show it to you, Tia, because it would require doing the whole level, but, like, I think you would really appreciate a moment that happens at the end of the Clean the DeLorean level of the Back to the Future one. I've gotten all those. Yeah, I think it's mostly just this floor and stuff here left. Also, I guess I have gone fully, like, Trident mode. I have accepted the fact that the Trident is, in fact, the single most effective thing in the entire game, and that I should be using it instead of switching nozzles out. Even if switching nozzles out is a little more fun. Entrance posts. That's this one. Hey! Easy breezy. Where they're washing, they don't need roads. Anyway, hi Leia. It's nice to see ya. Always good to see ya. Any of y'all, honestly. GG. That one was much smaller than the Halloween one was. Looking at it now in its clean aspect, it does seem to be missing something. Would I appear weak in the eyes of the youth if I permitted them to add a flourish to the scene here and there? The polar bear looked so noble with that mustache. I'll see to it personally that your invoice is cleared within the calendar year. May I wish you, on behalf of us all at the recreational facilities, a very merry holidays. Alright. Yeah, let's do the Santa's Workshop one. I was thinking about doing, like, where are we at in the Back to the Future stuff? Let me look. Still don't have the SpongeBob or the Shrek or Warhammer or anything, but we got Back to the Future. Oh, the Holomax Theater. That's pretty good. I kind of want to do the Holomax Theater more than I want to do Santa's Workshop, but it's the holidays. Merry Holidays is wrong, yeah. Merry Holidays does sound terrible, I agree. Do we want to do this one? I think not really right now. I think we should stick to the theme. Let's stick to the theme. We'll do Santa's Workshop. Thank goodness there's someone on Santa's list who's really good at power washing and keeping secrets. It's exactly what we need right now. As you can probably gather, Santa's Workshop has seen better days. Every day before yesterday, in fact. Since yesterday, it's become coated in a mixture of soot and the gloopiest, stickiest, most delicious mess ever. With only one sleep left till Christmas and still so much to do, we're needing our very own Christmas miracle. Listen to how fast I can press these keys. When I'm waiting for things to load, I do that a lot. I like mash WASD. I don't know why. Alright. Get a quick look around. This place is way bigger than the ice skating rink was. Keyboard ASMR. Yeah. Alright. It was Christmas Eve, a night we look forward to for one special reason. Or Christmas Eve, a night we look forward to for one special reason. I like that this guy's name is French Bob. French Bob is a good name. The night that our inventor, Ivor Nydia, pitches next year's star toy to Santa. However, this year Ivor was told to carry them through to Santa's office in a big box to stop any peaks. Reasonable. We knew they had to be really good. Oh, Santa, I'm getting your coat so wet right now. I'm so sorry, man. Oh, that thing is going to be sopping wet for days. The elves had a Splatoon battle in here? Yeah. Does seem that way. I wonder what this year's hot gift for the kids is. Is the hot Christmas gift for the season this year the Fortnite Skibbity Toilet character? Is that what it is? Pronounced like Ivan Idea. Ivor an Idea. Okay, I kind of see what you mean. Y'all probably should have taken your clothes out of here before the power washer showed up. Gotta be honest. Can't be good for these you know, like woolly outfits. A lot of water soaking into them. The coat needed dry clean, not power washed. Yeah, well, you send a dry cleaner, you send a power washer in to do a dry cleaner's job. It seems pretty resilient anyway. That coat gets that man through a whole night in snow all across the northern hemisphere. I think he'll be okay. Okay, have I gotten all the hats and coats? This one's still a little. There we go. That hat too. Okay, I think we're all good on the tiny details here. Cool. It's somehow breathable enough to wear in Australia. That's true. It's magic. It's a magic coat. You know, I think the thing that we're all forgetting is that Santa is magical, and he can do whatever he wants. Jaguar. I feel like you're referencing some kind of car advertisement that I don't know about. Well, the thing is, this wall is so big. Like, this is all part of the same wall, so I think by the time I finish clearing the ceiling of it, it's probably just going to auto-clear behind the hats and stuff. Hopefully. If not, I'll duck back there, but I know there's mess back there. Possibly old wizard capable of casting an enhanced version of Time Stop that lets him traverse the entire globe in one night. That's true. Like, how many subjective days do you think Santa is taking to do a Christmas run? Like, obviously, it's one objective day, like 24 hours to circle the whole world and give gifts to everyone. Yeah, there. So now the stuff behind the coats and stuff is taken care of. So like, is he doing this like a town at a time? Like, does it take him a few months to get through Christmas? Do you think? Santa does write I don't know how to pronounce that word. The Cajun Night Before Christmas is the canonical Night Before Christmas. Pirogue? Okay. Like, my brain sees that word and what it wants to say is pierogi, and I knew that wasn't it. Extension. I really want the elf to tell me what the secret gift was. I want to eat a pierogi on a pirogue. Oh, my wrist is starting to hurt a bit. If it starts to hurt too much, I'll probably end the stream. But for now, we're good. I just need to stretch it out. In fact, I'm going to do a full stretch real quick. Remember to stretch your hands and stuff, guys. I'm going to do One Direction. Okay. And the other. Yeah. Don't become a 30-year-old plushie who has terrible joint problems in their wrists and hands. Don't be like me. My favorite Christmas movie. Do you have a pick? I want to hear yours, Cruella, but let me think on that. That's a toughie. Okay, that stretch is done. Like, I've never been a big Christmas movie person, personally. And, like, I feel like it would be a cop-out to say The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I'm autism, so as a child... Holiday or Love Actually? Ooh. Like, Nightmare Before Christmas was, like, as a kid, like, it didn't have to be Christmas or Halloween season. I watched that tape until it broke, you know? Like, that VHS, we had to buy a replacement VHS for because I watched it so many times that it fell apart. VHSs were prone to that. So, like, I feel like that's a cop-out answer, though, because it's not really a Christmas movie. It's also not really a Halloween movie. It's kind of just a movie, you know? "45 seconds per household in the world. Undergo just a bit under 3,280 subjective years every year." Dang. Good for him. He really is an impossibly old wizard. Also, thank you, Tiana. Tiana? I've always pronounced it Tiana in my head. Honestly, I don't think I've ever said it out loud until now. Favorites are the original Boris Karloff, Grinch, or Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. Tiana, okay. My apologies. God, it's a tough question. It really is a tough question for me. Like I've seen a lot of Christmas movies, but I've like never really like sat down and enjoyed most Christmas movies that I've seen. It's just kind of something that you ambiently absorb. You know what? You know what? No, I have the perfect answer. The perfect answer is Muppet Christmas Carol. Muppet Christmas Carol is objectively the correct choice. That's my choice, and I'm sticking with it. Did I, on your end, did I beat you saying it out loud to you typing it? Because it comes through earlier for me than it does for you. There is delay on the stream. Because that's how the internet works. I don't know if you knew that. Fun fact. Sending things over the internet takes time. Right before I said it, gotcha. Yeah, no, I think the pick has to be Muppet Christmas Carol. Muppet Christmas Carol is wonderful. Everyone's hard at work. I love how this guy's name is just French Bob, by the way. French Bob is a great name. Close seconds. Home Alone, Disney's Christmas Carol, and Die Hard. This is testing the durability of their rocket ships on the ceiling whilst Mullet was fine-tuning the high notes of their xylophones. Across the way, High Top Fade had some planes with precision engineering. Made some planes whilst Pompadour had made some dolls that were... Dang it. I laughed too hard. I read too slow. Had made some dolls that probably needed more work, really. Be nice. Be nice to Pompadour. Come on, man. Come on, French Bob. When Kevin realizes he's home alone, is initially distraught and upset, and then remembers how awful his family is to him and becomes giddy instead. Yeah. Anyway, this is going to be controversial. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. That's my controversial hot take. I know Die Hard is a Christmas movie is like the thing that everyone says now, but like, I don't think it is. It is a movie that happens on Christmas, and that's fine. You can call that a Christmas movie if you want, but to me, that's not what a Christmas movie is. That part of the fictional movie, yeah. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. You agree with Cable? My name's Shiv. Cable 2. Just so you know, like it's not a big deal. My name is Shiv. Siobhan, if you want to be fancy about it. You don't have to be rude about Die Hard just because I have a very different sense of holiday spirit. Yeah. No, I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yums. That's just my opinion on it. You know? But yeah, my name's Shiv. Cable 2 is sort of a network channel. We got a whole bunch of different streamers who do different shows every week, and yeah. We're like we're technically a cooperative in terms of like the structure. But like, you know, we don't like make enough money to be considered like a company or whatever, you know. So yeah, we got a whole stream team. Cable 2 rules. I love Cable 2. Very Cable miss everybody. But yeah, like, no big deal about the name thing. I'm just letting you know what our deal is, because I like describing our deal, because I think our deal is really cool. Earlier today, Quinn did a Link Cable Unplugged stream. We do have some stuff that leans out of the, you know, video game space and more into, you know, like doing art, basically. Like, the mission statement is effectively, there is exact wording here, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But the mission statement here is effectively that we want to create, we want to use the medium of live streaming to create things that couldn't be done in other mediums. And, you know, I've had some shows that did that, but like the long haul is just kind of my chill out zone. I just like to hang out, chill with my friends, talk to people. It's nice. Dr. the Scientist is amazing. I love Dr. the Scientist. Happy Lab Accidents is a wonderful watch. Legally considered a gang a problem. Nice. I've talked about this on this stream before, and like lately my writing and getting stuff together for it has stalled out really hard over the last, like, honestly, it's been almost a year at this point since I pitched this show and was starting to get ready to make it, but it's a wrestling recap show. I think Arby would agree with you on that, Cora. I gotta say that aloud because I think it's true. Cable 2's goal is to make streams that fuck hard. You love to see it. But you spend like an hour talking about Scooby-Doo. Yeah. But yeah, so the show that I'm perpetually working on, and I hope that actually someday I'll actually make it, is a wrestling show, wrestling recap show. But the idea is that we're recapping monthly wrestling shows, like basically pay-per-views, like live performances, for a wrestling, like a professional wrestling promotion that does not exist. And the idea is that people can call into the show. We have a call-in line. We do actually have a phone number. You can call into the show, and you can and you can like describe things that you liked about the show, or like a wrestler that you like who's a part of the league, or like a story element that you like, and that becomes part of the canon. That becomes part of what's actually happening in the wrestling promotion. That's kind of my general idea for that show, and I'm very excited about the idea, and I'm deeply disabled. So I've been working on it for over a year now, probably, and I would really like to do something with it, but I haven't. Not yet. 0 days since last eggnog incident. Yeah, I did see that, but I was too busy. I was too busy yapping. You are still allowed to call in if you know absolutely nothing about wrestling. Yes, that's part of the fun. Wah. Wah. No, computer, don't be weird. There we go. Sorry, my mouse got uncaptured from the game for a second there. Do you still have to take my words as gospel? Maybe. like part of my initial idea was that people would leave messages rather than doing a direct call-in. So like the messages would get like vetted a little bit before, just to, you know, like, my problem is with doing a correct call-in show or direct call-in show is that, like, what if some weirdo calls and they like say slurs or something, you know? So I want there to be a little bit of vetting, but I don't think I'm gonna do much vetting with regards to like the people who are adding things to the show, you know? I mostly just want to make sure that no one's gonna be a weirdo. I think that people like to be weirdos online, and I would prefer if they didn't on my funny little wrestling show. Yeah, they really should have taken these paintings and stuff down before they sent a pressure washer in here. Gonna get a lot of your stuff damaged, guys. And I'd say, like, well, they probably have some magical thing that'll keep them from getting damaged, but, like, look at this room. There is no magic protecting the objects in this room. You can pressure wash the Mona Lisa. Yeah, that's true. Mona Lisa could take it. Now I just remembered a thing that I saw recently where it's like Michelangelo needs to be pressure washed. You're so right. High Top Fate suspected a fault on one of their planes and was about to give it a test flight when Ivor came skipping into the workshop carrying their box of secrets. Distracted, High Top Fade launched their plane across the room where, at a 1 in a million shot, it wedged itself deep in the mechanism of the present wrapping machine. Oh no. Ivor is a problem. He can stream on cable too. Yeah, he could. He's a group of Cable 2 streamers. Just that one guy, yeah. Three Cable 2 streamers in a trench coat. And the thing is, he's a Christmas elf, so it's like a really small trench coat. Like, that's three really small guys. I'm gonna go into the Hype House chat. That's Sorry, that's the jokey name that the Cable 2 stream team chat has. I'm gonna go into there and tell everyone that a group of Cable 2 streamers is apparently called a problem now. It's a good name. I like it. I like how this game has ladders and stuff, but if you want to, you can just kind of platform around instead of using them. It's very rare that I actually feel the need to use a ladder in this game. Just because the jump is so good. Whoops. The Christmas Elf and Tolkien Elf Girlfriends post. Yeah, that's a good post. We're getting there. This place is cleaning up real nice. I'm starting to think that the reason that the Halloween one took me such a long time is not that it was larger or anything. It's just that there's so much weird, like, angles, and so many weird angles and stuff that you have to get at. Because of the shape of the castle. This is really resilient wrapping paper, too. Wow. Wow, that was a lot. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 Get clean. There's basically a 0% chance that I don't have to come back to this tree to clean up individual lights at the end of this. Yeah, and like it's too hard because of how much stuff is still dirty to see them light up if you press the show the dirt button. Objects in this game are either extremely granular or extremely not granular. And the assortment is mostly at random, honestly. Okay, I think that's the majority of that. I don't think it's all of it, but... Get you out of the way too, please. Let me pick you up. There we go. Oops. You found the El Fury post? It's a good post. I'm not going to pull it up on stream, but that link is a good link. It's got a good post in it. I hope that Christmas elf and her Tolkien elf girlfriend are doing well. In my head, she has 2 Tolkien elf girlfriends. Is that right, or am I misremembering? It's just the one. Okay. I'm thinking of some other post about fantasy creatures falling in love. There are a lot of those. There definitely was a follow-up. Yes. There absolutely was a follow-up post. Or is that a banister? Is that a banister or is that just a railing? I don't know the difference. The present wrapping machine immediately seized up. That is the wrong form of seized. You wrote a homophone there, bud. It's not even that much of a homophone. Bellowing with soot, it sent coal pellets flying in all directions. Uh-oh. All of us immediately realized that we needed to do something. The only problem was that nobody knew what that thing was. Except Ivor. Ivor knew what was going on. Do you think that the elves in this Santa's workshop are gay? Like, do these elves kiss, you think? It kind of sounds like they all want to kiss Ivor. Oh, Willow found it. Nice. Those are good posts. I want to look at those posts after stream. I just don't want to stop to pull them up right now. I have to change a lot of stream things to make that work. To make that happen. Ivor the Terrible. Ivor Idea. Ivor Idea. That's the name. I don't... I think that Cora's right that it's supposed to be like an Ivan Idea sort of pun, but like... It feels like a stretch, even to say it out loud. Artist wanted to do it for person who's been stressed. That's sad. Well, I hope we see them again someday when they're less stressed out. You have the links to Discord? Thank you! That's very appreciated. So, anyway, I was gonna ask if y'all have any plans for the holidays, but I feel like asking that question would imply that I have plans, and I don't. I don't think I'm even doing Hanukkah this year. I didn't buy candles or anything. And also, I didn't do any of the other holidays this year either, to be honest with you. I kind of a holiday slacker over here these days. The last couple of years, at least. Didn't do Hanukkah, didn't do anything for the high holidays. Didn't even do like the rituals and candle things, you know. Oh well. I hope that your living room is done by then. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm glad that y'all are getting the issue resolved at least, even if those guys scammed you. Being at home, opening a present. Yay! Present. I, as usual, can't afford presents for anyone, so you won't be opening a present from me. I'm sorry, Tia. I am sadly perma-broke. Plus, I'm kind of bad at giving gifts, but I've gotten better at it. I got better at it when I had the money to and was doing it regularly. It's a muscle you gotta train. The Heat Miser song. Oh, by the way, yeah, I don't know what French Bob is on about. This doll doesn't need any more work. That's a perfect doll. Look at her. She's gorgeous. I think French Bob is just being judgy. We found Shiva Date! Yay! He's Mr. Heat Blister. Mr. 101. The Rankin Bass Christmas specials are also, like, near and dear to my heart. But not because they are necessarily, like, good. The thing that I think is cool about them, and, like, you know, I'm a big animation head. Most of the people here probably already know that. I'm really into animation. The incredibly limited amount of budget that they had, and they managed to make these toys that, like, barely move or emote. Like, they move, obviously, pretty well, but, like, they barely emote. They only have, like, a couple of expressions kind of thing. And they managed to make those things fucking completely come to life. To the point that you don't even really notice that they only have like 3 expressions each at most. Like, God, that stop motion animation that they managed there and everything that they managed to do there is so gorgeous. Despite being, like, I have to assume it was a massive technical challenge to get it done on the budgets that they had. I cannot imagine any part of that having been easy. The hand-animated ones are less good. Yeah. No, the stop-motion is the really iconic stuff. Unfortunately, most of the figures and stuff that were used for that, I think, are just kind of have completely fallen apart into disrepair. So that's kind of sad. I mean, honestly, a lot of stuff from older movies, the props and stuff just kind of fell apart. Like, none of the copies of... We've been thinking about The Wizard of Oz a lot in our house lately. None of the versions of the red slippers from The Wizard of Oz, the ruby slippers, that's the word. No version of them is like has come out of this all unscathed. They were mostly, like, kind of shoved in like, a back room and left to rot for a long time. And then only then did people, like, find them and go, oh my god, these need to be preserved somehow. Like, this is one of the most famous movies ever made. Like, older stuff like that just they didn't really think about it for some reason. I don't know why. These are, like, gorgeous works of art. Like, the ruby slippers especially, like, you don't really get to see them well enough in the movie to appreciate how detailed they are. Just because, you know, it's older film stock and stuff, so it's not quite as crystal clear as, like, a lot of newer stuff would be. But, like, if you really, like, look at the pictures of those ones, like, they are so pretty. Like, so much painstaking work went into making those things look good. The ruby slippers are the movie prop. I believe there are 4 known pairs of ruby slippers that were used on screen. And it's either 3 or 4 that were used on screen, and then there is 1 pair that was a test pair that they didn't go with, but is still like preserved and available to view. Unfortunately, a lot of them are in private collections now. As with all these things, they go to private collectors, and we just have to live with that. That artifact lives somewhere that most people will never, ever be able to see it. What animation for Last Unicorn is King. Yep. Hayao Miyazaki worked on all that stuff. Like, it's weird to think about, or it's weird to look at the early history of Rankin Bass and just like see how much they associated with some Japanese animation people that would like eventually go on to become some of the most famous animation people of all time, including Hayao Miyazaki, who I would argue, as far as like animation director types, is probably the second most famous one. I mean, obviously no one is out Disneying Disney, but like Walt Disney is probably the first, with Hayao Miyazaki and maybe oh goodness, what's his name? Tezuka? Is that the name I'm thinking of? The creator of Astro Boy. The guy that people call the father of anime. Him. Yeah, where there's a whip, there's a way stuck in your head. Yeah. I should, like, maybe Tia and I should maybe watch, maybe we should sit down and watch the animated Lord of the Rings stuff. That would be fun. I'm a massive fan of the complete bizarre thing that is Ralph Bakshi's entire animation career. Like, those movies, like Cool World was the first one of his things that I ever saw. Like, endlessly fascinating to watch the way that his stuff evolved and whatnot. Wizards is amazing. Like, I feel like stuff like Cool World, and there's one that I don't think I'm allowed to say the title of, because it has something that is, I think, a slur in it, in the title. But like when he started getting really experimental with the animation that he was doing, with like combining it with live action animation and rotoscoping and stuff, like it's all so interesting to look at, even if like I don't think that Cool World is a very good movie, but I do think it's worth a watch because of just how interesting it is. And, you know, I think the same could be said for Bakshi's Lord of the Rings movies. Bakshi definitely belongs on the list, but, like, I don't know where. Because I feel like he did a lot of things that, like, people would recognize, but, like, people don't know his name, really, I feel like, you know? Like, I didn't even know that Lord of the Rings movie and Cool World were made by the same person for a very long time. He only did the one, but the one movie covers Fellowship and Two Towers, which is why the Rankin Bass one is just Return of the King. Yeah. I'm sure most people have already seen this if they're at all interested in this kind of thing, but like, highly recommend the Dan Olsen documentary Bakshi and the Ring, I believe is the title, which kind of talks about Bakshi's whole career leading up to the creation of the Lord of the Rings movie and how it was made, and like a lot of interesting details on the technical side of the production. Very, very good video. I don't know that I would consider it just a YouTube video. I think of it as a documentary, but like I don't know if he does. You know, the guy who made it, Dan Olson. Dan Olson is brilliant. Dan Olson is really good at what he makes, even if he keeps having existential crises about whether he's a filmmaker or just a YouTuber. He had such a hard existential crisis about it that he made an entire video about the career of James Rolfe because of it. Okay. Sleigh seat. There we go. All 3 animated Middle-earth movies were the same people for a long time, and the middle one was just weird. Yeah, not the case. His AVGN video, yeah, it was good. I like that instead of like, you know, there's a million videos out there like looking over the career of James Rolfe and like talking about you know, how things started to become a mess at some point and whatnot, but like, and like all the controversies and stuff, but like I'm really glad that's not what Dan Olson did. What he did instead was like taking a serious look at his career as an artist and a filmmaker. And I think that was extremely, like, worthwhile, and an angle that, like, people hadn't really seen before in that way. Really wonderful video, the Dan Olson video about James Rolfe, which I believe is called I Don't Know James Rolfe. Highly recommend that as well. He is responsible for a lot of the modern internet, that's very true. Like, I feel like the landscape of the internet would be very different without him. Like, it's weird to think how, like, people don't really think about him anymore, even though there was a point in time that he was the YouTuber. He was, like, the first one. He wasn't. I don't think he was the first, but like, he was among them for sure. He was among us for sure. I was just making an Among Us joke, not actually. I don't think I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't make YouTube videos. I stream and I write. Those are the things that I do. Anyway, like I'm getting too deep on talking about how good Boop Break. I'm getting a little bit deep on Loo Break, okay. I was wondering what a Boop Break was, but I wasn't going to question it. Taking a break to go and boop someone on the nose. I think more people should take boop breaks. Ivor threw his box and started dishing out his new invention to everyone. Threw open his box. They were incredible, like bags of handles that connected to a wandy thing that you hold in your hand. I assume it's a power washer is the joke here. A bit like your washer thing, actually, yeah. Go around and see who can get the most boops. Yeah, that's a good idea. Only when you press the button, it didn't squirt water, but ice cream. Within seconds, we'd put out the fire. Well, that's good. You did destroy the workshop by covering it in ice cream, though, so, like, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Probably should have stopped there, but they were just too fun. Yeah. There's your mistake. Okay, I did get all of the pieces of the pipe, and the brown parts are not separate. Did I get all the buttons? No, I didn't get everything on here. Okay, we're good on that. I've run out of ways to keep the conversation active. That's okay. I don't actually mind. Okay, I need, I think, something. I might actually need the step ladder to be able to get in there the way I'm trying to get this pipe cleaned. Oh, never mind. I guess I hit enough of it from that side that it worked. There we go. Cool. That's whether there's a whip, there's a way, right? That's a good one. That movie is bizarre in a good way. Like I think all Middle Earth media is in some way or another a little bit bizarre. Where is this curtain still dirty? That's the less bizarre one. Yes, you are correct. There we go. I think the most bizarre thing about those movies is that Rankin Bass made The Hobbit. I think this is the order it went in. Rankin Bass made The Hobbit, and then Ralph Bakshi, whatever his studio was called, made The Lord of the Rings, which was both Fellowship and Two Towers. And then we got a movie that was just Return of the King from Rankin Bass again. That's the thing that's really bizarre about those movies. This one is still... Oh, it's inside of the bow. Apparently wasn't all of it. Where are you still dirty, sir? Thank you. Had to reload the stream. Gotcha. Well, glad to have you back. And we are going to run over some today. I want to finish this level, because there's not going to be a good opportunity to do a Christmas level this year again, because the next long haul is scheduled for the 26th. Something real quick. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure something out, and it made me giggle. Keep calm and all along. So true. What? Fall down. I need to be up here, guys. $1984. Before I got auto-modded. We are just... Cable 2 here, we are constantly coming up with new and innovative ways to get auto-mod to tell us we can't send a message. Oh, Gnome Gay Hall. So true. So, what I'm thinking for next week is I would very much like to play more Truck Simulator, because it's been forever. I love Truck Simulator, but I just haven't played it at all anytime recently. So I think what I'd like to do is I'm gonna like really like buckle down, figure out what mods are causing problems, that the problems that made it basically unplayable the last couple times we tried. Hopefully get it into a way that it's streamable, and we'll maybe do some Truck Simulator next week. The other thing I would like to do with regards to Truck Simulator is I want to make a Cable 2 skin for a different truck. We've been driving the Cable 2 branded. Oh goodness me, what's it called? Oh my goodness, I can't remember the names of things right now. Yeah, we've been driving that one for a long time though. Like that's since the beginning of the haul. We have been using the Cable 2 truck skin on that one. But each of the skins, because it's not actually like a skin that you make in the game or anything, it's a custom texture. You have to actually make the texture in like a Photoshop type of thing. I would like to switch to maybe a W900. I love a W900. It's a gorgeous truck. It's like the truck. Like W900 truck. Gonna double check 100% for sure that I'm thinking of the right one. Because now I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, the W900 is like the truck. Like, when you think of a truck in pop culture, that is the truck that people think of. And I love it. I adore it. It's a beautiful, beautiful truck. So I'd love to do that. I think that would be nice. To have a Cable 2 skin for it and everything. So the problem with that is that it was very hard to get the Cable 2 skin put together and symmetrical and everything for the oh my goodness, what is that truck called? It's like one of my favorite semis. Why can't I remember the name? I'm the truck freak. I'm supposed to know this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sorry. Yeah, because we've just been using that one for so long on the show. I think we should have a little change there. Something new. There is a Steam sale going on right now, so I also want to see if I can afford any states that we don't have yet. Which I probably can't, but I think it's worth looking at. Because it's nice to have more states to drive through. And when there's a Steam sale, generally Truck Simulator DLC is all on sale. The famous big truck branded truck, of course. Like, I'm pretty sure it starts with a W, because what my brain keeps giving me is Westphalia. But a Westphalia is a Volkswagen camper van. Not... and there are some variations of the microbus that I think fall into the Westphalia brand as well. Get Mississippi? Is Mississippi out? I don't know if you're making a goof or not. Does Mississippi exist? Can I get that? I don't know how far east they've gone, honestly, because it's been so long since I've been able to play. On account of all the bugs we were experiencing. Where is the dirt on this fireplace cover still? There we go. It's Out of Touch Thursday. You're right. I'm out of touch with my knowledge of semi-trucks. Cascadia. That's what it is. It's the Cascadia. So Westphalia wasn't actually far off. I feel good knowing that my brain giving me back a name like that was not just completely random. I can't believe Santa's got these guys sitting on log stools while he's sitting on a giant armchair. Look how big this armchair is. Cascadia is in Washington. Neat. The Kenworth W900. Kenworth is manufactured in Washington. Or at least the company is based out of Washington. I guess I don't know if they actually manufacture their trucks in Washington or not. You don't gotta get me anything, Len. I know you. Whichever. Is it still Leia? I feel like the last time you mentioned who it was, you said Leia. Yeah, y'all don't gotta get me anything. Like, I am content with the things I have. And honestly, like things like games and stuff, most of the time don't end up getting used enough for me to feel good about getting them as gifts. Leia, okay, I was right. I think that's what you were implying, right? Like, Leia, stop it. Leia, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me live on stream. What are you doing? Why? Fine, I'm pulling up Steam. It's Oklahoma, baby! Yippee! Thank you. That's very nice of you. I can't believe you did this to me while I'm live. I can't believe I've received gifts while live on stream like 3 separate times now. Alright, at this point, what am I missing? Decoration machine papers. This wall is also not clean. man. Come on, man. Get clean. People like me. Yeah. It's been at least 3 times that I've gotten a gift from someone who was in chat on the long haul while I was streaming. Unfortunately, people like me, and I just have to put up with that. Thank you. It's very nice of you. I really appreciate it when people do stuff like that. It's very flattering. So what is decoration machine papers? I think I still have that one selected, right? It could be neat to go, I know that place while watching Long Haul. Yeah. It is fun to drive through states in that game that you don't, or that you do know. My opinion on how they do states is, like, obviously they're not doing full scale the whole state with all the roads and everything. What they seem to do is try to capture landmarks and vibes. And sometimes they get, like, really specific in ways that I think are cute and nice and good. What is decoration machine papers? What does that mean? Oh, these. There we go. Okay. Now, entrance hangers. Ah. Oh, I see. Okay. What's next? Exit doors. So those are over here. I wonder if Mississippi will have the statosphere? Maybe. Like, the thing... I didn't finish these at all. I thought I did. The thing that... You know, like, when I realized that, like, the vibes thing was working really well and, like, the hitting landmarks thing was working really well. I grew up in Idaho. So... you know, like, there's not a ton of, like, big landmarks here that people are, like, clamoring to see in Truck Simulator or whatever. But, you know, I was driving through Idaho in the game, and, you know, it has, like, major things that you would recognize if you're from there. It's got the water tower at the outlet mall and stuff like that, like, things that are sort of visible from the skyline and stuff. And that's really cool. And it's also got the, like, you know, it's got BSU Stadium. It's got a little slice of downtown. You've got the Jump building. This is all Boise, Idaho, by the way. Like, that's where I grew up. And so you have all these cool little details. Giant baubles. Okay. Which one did I not finish? And, like, that was, you know, that was cool. It was impressive. It was cool to drive through. I went and started driving west out of town. I believe west. I actually forget which direction from Boise this is. But, like, you get on the freeway, and you go up like an exit or two, and like, you know, in real life it's like 10 exits up, like it's a long way up, but you know, in the game, you know, you go up an exit or two, and then on the left side, from when you're leaving Boise, on the left side of the freeway, there is a big, really, really tall sign that is just the sign for a water park called Roaring Springs. They couldn't use the name Roaring Springs for copyright reasons, obviously, so they didn't. But that sign, which I consider a like kind of a landmark thing, but I don't know who the fuck else would consider it a landmark. That sign is there, and that was like when I went like, oh, they're putting in work to capture the vibe here, and I thought that was awesome. Giant bobble tops, I guess that's probably the same one. Yeah, it is. Like that's the kind of thing that like when I really realized like, oh, like I see what they're going for here. They're not just slapping, they're putting actual attention into this. They're not just slapping random landmarks down and calling it a day. Which I think is really cool. I think it's really cool how much work they put into. Why am I like walking so slow? That was weird. You know, it's like it feels silly for that to be a thing that I'm like so impressed by, because it's just a sign. It's just a sign off the freeway. But like, who is, you know, who from this, I think, European company, like I think I forget the name of the company, but like I think they're based in Europe. Who from this European company is looking at the freeways, like looking at probably Google Street View at the freeways in Boise and Nampa, Idaho, and sees this sign for a water park and goes, that needs to be in the video game? Who did that? Like, who looked at that and went, I need to put this in the game. This is something that people will notice and it will make them happy. It's so cool. It's just so cool. Truck Simulator is really good, guys. Like, I know I'm just kind of saying the same thing over and over, but Truck Simulator is cool, guys. Ah, yeah. Very Europe. What am I missing here? Oh, there you go. Is there a city? Yeah, I guess there must be. Otherwise you wouldn't be making that reference. Grotto presents. I knew I'd be back over here. Oh wait, this is the Christmas tree presents. Never mind, these are this one. Oh no, that's present collection box present. That's workshop present. Where's the grotto presents? Is that these ones? Fireplace present. Oh, these, okay. There we go. There are so many small objects in this one. I guess I didn't finish cleaning Santa's hat. Okay, am I, like, insane? This says that Santa's hat isn't... Oh, no, it was the one right below Santa's hat. Whoops. Lanterns, which I'm assuming is the lights on the Christmas tree. No, it's the actual lanterns. Guess that one's not clean. It's probably these two, because they're... No? Okay, well, either way. Gotta get this one. There you go. Where's the second one? All the way over there. There we go. What's next? Come on, game. Small grotto. Whoops. Sorry, what was that? Small grotto wall beams. So that must be these. Grotto column. Wall beam. I don't see any of them glowing. Ah, those ones are also called the same thing, even though this side is mostly called workshop rather than grotto. Oh. There we are. Grotto wall panelings. Skirting. What is wall panelings referring to even? Oh, maybe these? Yeah. So which one of those is not clean? This one. The Czech Republic, famously in Oklahoma. I have heard that before. There we are. Okay. There's so many tiny things. Grotto wall trims. So that's along the floor. Oh no, it's along there. That's skirting, not trims. Here we are. Lanterns. More lanterns, I guess. Moving my microphone a little, sorry if that makes a weird noise. Because my back's starting to hurt a bit. Gotta take care of your joints and stuff, guys. If you're starting to ache and hurt, you should slow down or move or whatnot. Don't wind up like me, I'm in pain all the time. The Kansas-Nebraska Czech Republic Act. Famously. Yeah, there's still one more lantern. I'm not seeing any of them glow. Oh, there it is. Or wait, no, I thought I saw this one light up, but I just did that one. I made sure it was finished. Oh, there it is. Okay. For real this time. Too late, plushie? Wait, what was I too late for? I'm getting tired. I'm not keeping good track of what's happening in the conversation. Oh, too late on the joints situation, right? I shouldn't have joints, but unfortunately I have been cursed with a human body for my hubris. So I have to put up with the limitations of a human body. Nutcracker staves. Okay. Processing machine levers. Okay. We're getting there. Sleigh base. Ah, I see it. Okay. Sleigh skis. I guess I didn't fully clean either of those either. Where are they even dirty? Ah. Saw a little in the curve there. Okay. Something over here. Cheer checker base. This is the cheer checker, right? Yeah. Where's the mess? Am I not low enough to the floor? Oh, there you are. I wasn't low enough to the floor. It's true. Christmas tree presents. An almost problematic lack of hubris in me. What does that mean? Wait, explain to me what almost problematic means here. None of these seem to be lighting up. Maybe I have to click on it? I thought they lit up just when you get this far, automatically. That's the cabinets. Where's the presents? Oh, okay, I guess they don't light up. I thought they did. Too much self-deprecation? Too sick to explain. Fair enough. Very fair. This one. Oh, wow. I didn't crouch down on this one at all. Alright, we did it. Chat, we're raw. It's the opposite of cooked, because we've done it. We've succeeded. Okay. Len got it. Okay. Fair enough. I guess I can't argue with that. Oh, big stretch. Thanks to you, Christmas is saved. All the machines are back up and running, and every present has been made, wrapped, and packed tightly in Santa's sack of infinity, ready for delivery. Unsurprisingly, Ivor's new invention was a flat no from Santa. Whilst it saved us on this occasion, Santa reasons that the occasion itself was quite niche and that a spraying machine that covers any surface in delicious coating of ice cream would not be what the grown-ups of this world need right now. Oh well, back to the drawing board for Ivor, but at least we'll get... Blah, 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 blah. But at least we'll all get to have fun at our Christmas party. P.S. Santa says you've shot straight to the top of the good list. Hell yeah. We're sudsed, the opposite of rinsed. Yeah. Yeah, that's big stretch. Doing lots of stretching. I think we're done here, everyone. I hope your holiday is good. Those who celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah is coming up right after Christmas. Um, and whatever other holidays, I don't really know what's going on in the world. I don't pay a lot of attention to these kinds of things. um, yeah, I hope you all have wonderful, wonderful times. Be safe out there if there's snow and stuff. You know how miserable it gets to drive and such in that situation. Friends, enemies, past romantic partners, and future nemesis. Thanks for watching The Long Haul. Thanks for hanging out. This is fun. This is a good time. I'm so glad that I did this. I was thinking about canceling because my tummy hurt, but this is nice. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out. And was it Cruella, the person who showed up? Yeah, Cruella. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a great night. If I can remember where the buttons to fix my stuff are, give me just a second. It's just this stream's a mess today. I guess it's doing this song again instead of any of the other songs that are available to it. Anyway, good night, everyone. Bye.